got to be cloud delivered. It has to have a true platform play, APIs, advanced analytics, be able to handle massive amount of data, all the management in the cloud, and then super easy to deploy. So architecture is where you start. And then when you think about kind of the capabilities, I like to break it down into 3 areas. This kind of next-gen AV, the ability to find not only malware, but attacks beyond malware using a multitude of technologies. Things like, if you know it's bad, you might as well block it. Behavioral indicators of attack, being able to really understand what's happening on that endpoint and then being able to take an action. Machine learning is important, being able to look at either file features or behaviors. As well as exploit mitigation. If a threat is trying to exploit that system, you should be able to block it. And those are all things that we've actually built into the CrowdStrike technology when we think about next-gen AV. To be a true platform, you have to be API-driven, and you have to integrate within the fabric of a company's security operations. And we realize at CrowdStrike, we do endpoint technology really, really well. We can help prevent breaches. We've got all kinds of amazing offerings in that area, but we're not going to do things like create firewalls or web gateways or what have you. And we need to operate effectively within that environment, and more importantly, we need to allow our customers to be able to leverage the investment they already made. So we are API first driven strategy, and that has served us really well with our customers. When we think about endpoint security and kind of the next generation, you've got to be able to deal with these sort of ransomware attacks and go beyond signatures because they're going to constantly change those. And we spent a lot of time in the ransomware space and building Falcon Host, which is our endpoint product, to really be able to behaviorally identify and prevent against those attacks, plus other components around machine learning and exploit mitigation. All those are combined together to really thwart the ransomware efforts that are out there. The ability with our threat graph, we handle 12 billion events per day, and in real time we can have this massive graph database, which are these are the technologies that power like Google and LinkedIn, et cetera, and Facebook. And we leverage those technologies at scale, well beyond what anyone else is doing in the endpoint industry, to actually be able to identify bad things that are happening, whether it's malware-based or whether it's not malware, but being able to help prevent that breach. And you could never do that a few years ago without the cloud. So, from my perspective, I think a lot of the folks who may have been curious as to what the cloud is going to do from a security perspective, or how you actually deliver endpoint security managed from the cloud, once they see it in action, once they get to touch and feel it, they really like it.